mid-20s. We've been lugging it downhill, trying to find scrapes and rubs, but it's been a bit tough going. I've set up a position here where there's a bit of an opening, and there is a few pads going through it. We call this the pre-season hunting. Pretty much just before the rat and the bucks get into their positions, they have their scrapes and they sort of mark out the territory. So we're sitting in a spot that we think someone's going to come up on. So that's where my brother is, and just in front of him, roundabouts there somewhere, is a scrape. I hope some buck or something comes in, but I can smell the scent of a buck. You never know, it's that bushy in here. It could be anywhere down the bottom. That could be bloody 50 metres from us. We never have a clue, to be honest. But with the rattle now being perfect time mid-March, we have to try our luck and see what happens. It's the time of the year where they've just rubbed out their antlers with the velvet, so we're gonna be clashing our antlers together to try and get a reaction and get one of these guys to come up. I just shot my first buck for 2000 and what are we, 22? It came up unexpected, but there was a little scrape. Scrape's just down here, exactly 15 meters. He came straight to it. We rattled 3 times and can't believe we got the result. It's pretty exciting actually. He's like a medium-sized buck. I'm still shaking. I don't know why, but it's just been a while, that's all. So, unfortunately, I've got a massive row of trees right to where he came up after I rattled after about 5-10 minutes. Not even. Anyways, I've got a film of my brother drawing back and releasing, but you might be able to see the antlers, him moving around, but I think he's hit something, so. Wow. He's ran down that gully, hopefully not too far, but the grass is pretty high, so it's going to be a bit of a, you know, like a mission trying to find him, but I'm wrapped. Yeah, just to start the account for 2022, pretty cool. I'll just show you how small of a scrape it was. I just sat in this open area here, hoping something, you know, would come on. And as we sat, that's when I realised there was the smallest scrape. I'll show you where that scrape is. Right there. So he came to this spot here, and that's where I took the shot. Now that's the smile of a happy hunter. All I saw was this beautiful black stripe. We waited about half an hour, and then a few rattles later, bang, Sam hears a big snap, and then he goes, something's coming up. And we sees this head walk up. He stopped at about probably 30. I didn't take the shot, I was drawn back already. And he walked straight into the pad and bang, cracked him straight into the neck, straight in like, oh man, I'm so happy. Yeah. Let's go have a look. Oh, there's my broken arrow. Look at that. Now that's blood. That's awesome. Well, the arrow has gone.
because he sort of swallowed the whole arrow. That's what he did. He's a nice young buck. It's the 15th of March. So this is the amazing thing. You know, most people think, oh, it's too early, don't go out now, you know, the rut is, it's not in force yet, you know, but this is the best indication. A cracked brow tie. Look at that. So what does that tell you? Really, from the start of March, pretty much, these guys sort of spar with each other and, you know, they go at one another, and around mid-March, they do definitely tend to separate. You know, that's exactly there is where I hit him. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that setup, eh? Like, and it's the first one for 2022. Pretty happy with that.
Now that's a good rub tree. He's broken that. He's obviously a massive buck. He's put a lot of force and energy to break that. So we've set ourselves up near this creek bed right here, and we've seen a scrape and a nice rub just further up. I've positioned myself about 20 meters away from Sam, and Sam is setting himself up under those trees there, not far from the scrape and the rub. So hopefully I can clash a few set of antlers together, and then from there a buck comes running down the hill, and then it's all happening. So just have to wait and see what happens.
That's a very average sized buck. He's got a female with him. It's still early morning, so we've got options. I think I'm going to let him grow, pass him up and keep going down the river, work our way towards someone else. We still have time, so
So Sam
made me leave my seat just before I was about to start rattling for him to film that beautiful caterpillar. Just amazing, eh? Like, he goes to me, come run. I go, what is it? He goes, bro, it's a caterpillar, you're gonna freak. I go, it's just a caterpillar. But wow, man, that was amazing. Now that's what you want to see, an amazing rub tree. That's the sign of a work and of a big buck. Definitely big boy hanging around here. A new day. We're gonna go out and try rattle another buck in a new section, and weather conditions are perfect. Nice and overcast as usual, that means perfect, and it's roughly around 22 degrees. So we've got about a 500 meter walk into the thick stuff, and then yeah, it's my turn to bow hunt today.
Apparently we've got bad wind.
There's some monster rubs behind us. Like, I mean, when they gouge into these gum trees, into these bigger gum trees, that's a sign that it's a massive buck. So we're sort of sitting off that massive rub tree behind us. We're gonna start rattling very soon, and there's sort of a pad there. We're gonna see how that goes. Sam's set up just there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a mysterious beast. Wow. He's here to haunt our dreams. This is what dreams are made of, and this guy over here today has a chance. Oh, wow, I'm going to try. How good is that, man? And that would be the Goliath of all bucks if he pops up. But we're just gonna have to try and sit in second position for the day, and probably be the last. So we're gonna wait it out here. Now, take a look at this terrain. Perfect camo. The only thing we can do is walk when the wind comes in strong, or there's lots of noise with birds or whatever, but the smart guys know to stay in areas like this. So we're in position number 2, and we found the goliath of a rump. It's an absolute beast. So we're just sitting off it, but the wind is twirling like crazy. I'm absolutely spewing. If he comes to within range, I think he'll smell us before we get to take the shot. But we have to try our luck. I'll show you down the rump. It's right in front of me. That thing right there. What a beast of a rump. So, it's so quiet at the moment that I swear when a fly flies past you, it sounds like a bloody fighter jet. There isn't even a slightest breeze. So now's the time where you gotta sit and sort of not move and make no noise. It's a frustrating time. When there's a bit of a breeze, it helps so much. Because that way, it muffles our sound just by moving. But at the moment, the mosquitoes, the flies, anything that moves, you can hear clearly. So we have to stay put. We're setting off 2 game trails. We'll just hope, just before the sun goes down, we get a bit of movement. We'll have a bit of a rattle again. And we'll go from there. Hopefully Sam gets a chance. He just passed up that fellow doe and a fawn. And we're hoping just to land the buck. He wants to land his first ever fallow buck. But yeah, we're watching our beautiful skink at the moment. He keeps coming in and out of the rock. Such a beautiful lizard. He's got a fat head, he looks like a goanna. Hopefully something comes in. That's all he ever bloody does, is just drink freaking monster drinks all day.
Well, no luck today on the deer, but when you get signs like this, that's definitely the work of a massive buck. To crack that whole branch, you know, takes a lot of force, and he's definitely put bloody effort into that one, I can tell you.
And if you're vigilant enough, you will see some absolutely stunning sights that this beautiful country has to offer. 2 wedge-tailed eagles sitting down very, very comfortably on a gum tree, looking at which deer that they're going to take next. Maybe a kangaroo.
has a lot of high grass. It's very hard to see him amongst the grass. Beautiful morning.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Nice and crisp.
Yep. Starting to get a bit nippy.
Yeah, she is. Won't be long until these bucks will be making a lot of noise. So we've located a lot of deer down in this paddock. The issue is they're scattered everywhere, so there's hundreds of sets of eyes. And we've heard our first fallow croak. So we're strategizing. The problem is the breeze is going straight down to them at the moment, so we're stuck. Now that's a hunter's paradise, seeing so much deer together in an open paddock, them running from left to right playing, and in typical fashion, as soon as the sun hits the paddocks, they sort of tend to head towards cover just for safety. It's like clockwork, as if they know something is bound to happen. We've been stuck here for the last half an hour. We can't go down, the wind direction is going straight down the hill. And there's over about 30 does and fawns in that bottom paddock, and we heard, like we said, our first croak for this season. And yeah, we're just sitting down watching the deer feed, and just an amazing sight, to be honest. But when you manage the herds right, you just give it a week and you wait and see what's going to happen down there in that paddock. You know, last season we had, you know, a monster buck with over, I think, 60 does in that paddock, and surrounded by bucks everywhere croaking, but no one had the guts to come in. So it was good just seeing that this few, at least 20, 30 that we've seen today. Next weekend we'll come back, and I think we'll see a considerable amount of bucks sort of starting to enter the paddocks and collect their hinds. Oh, sorry, their does.